What's up, vape fam? The return of live mixing. I've been wanting to bring this stream back for a while, but after doing my surgery, I just wanted to ease back into everything. And vape and chills were the easiest thing to start up with. Then tried the live build stream. That went really well. So I was like, let's just go ahead, bring back live mixing. That way, anybody that follows the channel that's more into DIY per se has a live stream that they can watch and kind of get into. All right, so what I want to do today is I actually have two theory crafted recipes. One is, let me show it to you actually. One is this one right here. Don't forget the custard and icing. Basically custard filled glazed donut with like a cream cheese like icing on top. The other one is vanilla custard cheesecake. Now, if you're familiar with one-on-one's vanilla custard cheesecake flavoring, it doesn't taste like vanilla custard cheesecake. It tastes like cream cheese icing. But I actually had vanilla custard cheesecake. I was like, wow, that's really good. So I wanted to do an actual DIY recipe that tasted like it. Hopefully that does. Also, we're going to take a look at Sensory Overload's Cherry 321 Pop. This is really, really good. I actually want to reformulate this, or actually just take his 321 and add to it to make it a cherry cola. But I know I want to use VSO's cola, so I've got to wait for that to come in. But I may flesh this out a little bit more. I'll show you what I'm talking about once we get to it. And also, Blazzin had this mango milkshake. It just sounds interesting to me. I don't know why. Mango in a milkshake doesn't particularly blow my skirt up per se, but it's interesting. And he uses two milkshake flavorings, and I'm not quite sure why. So I figured I'd go ahead and give it a try and see if the combination of Cap and Mullenberry, or now SSA Milkshake MB, will work good in combo. I would think you just need one, but we'll just see what happens there. How's everybody doing? Let's see here who's on chat. Joshua, what's up? Marked Man, is it going to be about mixing juice? Absolutely, that's all this is going to be about. Kevin Helton, let's mix some juice. That flaky pastry is 100% my rotation now. Fantastic job. Cool. Glad you're liking that. If you like that, hopefully this don't forget the custard and icing will be right up your alley as well. Microwave Oven, what's up? Billy Lee Rice, Ronnie Red, Mowgli, what's going on, brother? Dusty Country Roads, how's it going? So yeah, basically I was looking at recipes to try, and I've been wanting to try and do another cherry cola. I used to have a cherry cola recipe that used Cap's cola, the original, not the V2, and it was good, but it wasn't great. And then I kind of stumbled upon Sensory Overload's Cherry Pop. Now it's more like a cherry cream soda almost. It's not really like a cherry cola at all, but it's still really, really good. I think we can actually flesh out the soda part of it a little bit more. And one of the things I'd love to use for just kind of getting that soda vibe a little bit more is Real Flavors Soda Base. And this is the super concentrate version. This stuff is really, really good. We might try adding a little bit of this. This is Mullenberry's Fizzy Add. It doesn't really do effervescence, but kind of in combination with Real Flavors Soda Base, it's almost enough to trick your senses. Coleman, what's going on? I used a disposable cherry cola that was really good. It used aloe to help the cola cooling, but no menthol. That's cool. I'm not sure what I would use as far as cool. I would probably use WS-23 if I wanted a cold cherry cola, but I'm usually not big on that kind of stuff. But I've gotten to become more appreciative of WS-23 at low percentages. All right, so I don't know what I want to try first on this. I guess I could talk about what I'm vaping on and what we're going to use as far as mods and RDAs to test all this out. One that I definitely wanted to use because I just got it in, even though I'm not going to be squonking with it per se, is this right here. The Zero SQ30 from Zero Mods. I got the Pandemic 30 on top. Normally I would not use the 30mm atomizer to test liquids, but I think it'll work really good because it's a very flavorful 30mm. And this thing is just absolutely amazing. All silver contacts, 3D printed mech squonker, but we're just gonna be dripping in it, basically because I just want to use it. Then also, Danny V2 Mini on top of the Kennedy Vindicator. And then the Omir Wasp Nano RDA Pro, which I'm digging this little single coil banger more than I thought I would. So pretty pumped to give it a try for some testing. Then I've been vaping on this right here. It's Asgard Mini on top of the Matterhorn from Snowcat Mods. And I've been using my strawberry shortcake custard. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick, just show you guys what I'm talking about. Here we go. All right. Yeah, this is what I've been vaping on. The original to this was really good, but the strawberry was kind of light in it. And I don't know, it was just missing something. It was a little too much yellow cake to it. And yellow cake and shortcake aren't really the same thing. It's more like the shortcake part is like a sponge cake, whereas, you know, yellow cake is just yellow cake. So this time around, I just upped the creamy sponge cake, left all the yellow cakes out, upped the one-on-one strawberry shortcake, which I love that flavoring, and then added a little bit of Wonder Flavors Tahitian vanilla cream, and then a little bit of vanilla custard too. To kick up the strawberry, I use VSO Strawberry Extreme, which is really, really good. Now 0.4 doesn't seem like much, but with the Extreme, it's plenty. I wouldn't really go above 0.5 with it in this particular recipe, but it's really, really good. I'm really digging this one. Yeah, the creams and the cake and everything just come out a lot better. And the strawberry is a strawberry note I like because I tend to get a lot of green notes off of strawberries. Don't get that with Strawberry Extreme or with the strawberry shortcake from one-on-one. So yeah, I think it balanced the whole thing out a lot better with the V2. All right, so I think I want to try this donut. Donut, forget the custard and icing. So this one right here. Freedom Issues, what's going on? So I know that I actually tried the last couple of donut recipes that Wayne posted. I think he did both of them in live mixing, if I'm not mistaken. And he used a lot of flavorings that I think were really good. I just thought they were a little bit too, it was a little too overcomplicated, and it really didn't need to be. So with this, I just tried to simple it down as far as the amount of flavors, but then just kind of up the percentages. So yeah, this is what we're going to try first. It's very, very basic, but usually those are the best recipes. I'm just going to leave that. We're going to do it up as 10 mils. All right. So the first one, actually I've got everything out here flavoring wise, and it's all kind of all over the desk. Echo Dub, what's going on? We will start out with TFA's Bavarian Cream. It's at 2% in this, so it'll be 0.2 with it being 10 milliliters. It's become hard for me to choose between TFA's Bavarian Cream and Wonder Flavors Bavarian Cream. Also, Jungle Flavors Bavarian Cream is really good too. But I usually just end up going TFA because it's just tried and tested. Wonder Flavors Glazed Donut is at 2.5, so of course it's just going to be 0.25. Then we've got Flavora Sweetness, which is normally the sweetener I use with any kind of dessert, pastry, cream, custard, anything like that. I always use Flavora Sweetness. This is 0.05 because it's just 0.25%. Which we're gonna go a little over, I'm sure. All right, then Vanilla Custard 2, which is 2%. I love this stuff. It's not super eggy the way you would think with a custard, but the vanilla note on it is extremely good. And it's nice and thick. There we go. And we've got our icing, which is 1-on-1's vanilla custard cheesecake. Like I said, it's more of a cream cheese icing. And I like using it most of the time better than Loran's. This thing just wants to stick. Because Loran's can take over a recipe if you're not careful. It's an extremely good cream cheese icing, but if you don't get it just right, it's going to take over. And with this, really want the icing to be just kind of there, but not overpowering. There we go. So that was 0.13 because it's just 1.5%. All right, Zeppela should be next. Is at 2%. And Zeppela is one of those that any type of donut at all, I'm probably going to use it because it just works so well. It's a very, very good kind of fried dough type of flavor. It's not necessarily a donut, but if you use another donut with it of some type, and I usually use Wonder Flavors glazed donut, it comes across amazingly well. This is our quote-unquote additive. And we got our PG and VG. How accurate is your scale? It's the LB501. It goes down to 0.00 or 0.01. I've got a jeweler scale that's a little more accurate, but I hate using that thing because it's so touchy. There's our PG. But the LB501 is pretty much the standard, and it's a tank. As long as you don't get liquid all over it, it's definitely a tank. There we go. All right. Yeah, some people really like jeweler scales, especially like if you learn to mix with pipets, then you probably want a jeweler scale because you're going to be one of those that really likes accuracy, like extremely accurate, but it's just too finicky for me to use. And this has always worked fine. Let's use this for this one because I really want to be able to get all the subtleties of this. I'm not sure if my percentages are going to be spot on. Hey, there's my wife in chat waving. I don't know if she's still in her lunch meeting or not. So let's knuckle test this. Oh, that tastes really good. All right. Here we go. Let me see about saturating this cotton a little more. There we go. Only downside to this Omer Wasp Nano RDA Pro, or however they say it, is the AFC ring always comes off, and then you got to take the actual top cap off. It's never on there tight enough for the top cap to come with it, and you can't get a good enough grip anywhere else to take the whole thing off. You always have to take the AFC ring off and then the top cap. That's really good. Something donut wise can be turned up. Like, I'm almost thinking we could probably turn Zeppela up to maybe 2.5, and it would probably be spot on. This is really close to being just spot on. I get a great donut flavor out of it. I can taste the custard Bavarian cream combo, and then I do get that thin layer of kind of sweet cream cheese icing on top. It actually, for being just a Theory Crafter recipe, turned out way better than I expected it to. Donuts definitely up front, which that's the biggest thing that I wanted. A lot of times that happened with my custard filled flaky pastry recipe is the first couple of versions of it, the actual custard filled part of it took over and the donut was like an afterthought, and I really wanted it to be where the donut was the primary flavor, and then you got kind of the custard and whatever icing was supposed to be on top. Apathy Miller, what's up, brother? Did SSA take over Mullenberry pineapple lassi flavoring? They haven't. Sorry, Apathy's comment made me go back and read Mowgli's. They're not completely done transferring everything. Like, I'm pretty sure Mullenberry's site is still up, I would assume, until they just sell out of everything they got that is already bottled up and labeled Mullenberry. But then SSA is taken on. Because I think, what is it? Is it Kim Novanek that owns both of those, SSA and Mullenberry? And that's kind of why they're shifting everything from Mullenberry over to SSA. But the way it looks is they're only going to do the flavors that are really big sellers. Like, they've already done the biscuit, and they've already done milkshake, glamour chocolate. So the biggies will get transferred. I don't know about everything. I would assume that pineapple lassi will, because it's pretty damn popular. Shape Up Pear is another one I would assume they're definitely going to take over. I haven't seen the pineapple lassi in an SSA form just yet. Yeah, that's really good. I wonder what all, because I know the custard, vanilla custard 2 is going to come up a little bit after 3-4 days steep. But also the Wonder Flavors glazed donut should come up a little bit too. So I think that'll actually balance it out. This is actually pretty damn close to what I'm wanting. So so far I'm happy with this. I may play around with the donut a little bit, mainly the Zeppela, but I think this is pretty much where I want it. So there it is again, if you're curious. Oh, nice. Heck yeah. I'm curious to see what all they do bring over to SSA and what Mullenberry flavorings just get dropped entirely. Because I haven't seen lemon tart yet in an SSA format, and I really want to see that flavor stick around because that's one of my favorite Mullenberry flavorings. Would you say mixing your own juice is worth learning for someone new to the hobby? I would say so, yes. It has kind of a steep monetary investment to get into it, but then after that, you're going to save a ton of money just by how expensive commercial e-liquids are. Yeah, Coleman Noms is a UK flavoring site. But Mark, man, I would definitely say it's worth it. It was worth it for me because I had so much trouble finding a commercial e-liquid that I really liked. Most of them were candies, but I was interested in bakeries and fruits and creams, and I just did not like hardly any commercial e-liquid that did any of those types of profiles. So getting into DIY allowed me to figure out what they were doing wrong as far as my taste, and being able to do a lot more bakeries and creams and things like that that I actually like, because I can sit there and play with it until I get it. All right. Try this one more time. Yeah, that's really good. I'd say I will probably publish this recipe as is once the stream is over. So right now it's private, but after that, if you guys want to check it out, mix it up yourself, it'll be up on all the flavors shortly after the stream ends. All right, let's do my other one. This is the vanilla custard cheesecake. And basically, yeah, it was, you try the one-on-one flavor. It's not, doesn't taste anything like custard or cheesecake. It's cream cheese icing through and through. But then I wanted to do a recipe that actually tasted like vanilla custard cheesecake. If you're not familiar with it, it's literally like it sounds. It's cheesecake, thin layer custard on top, and then usually a thick layer of whipped cream or Cool Whip. And then it's actually put it in the freezer to kind of thicken. But it's really good. So with this one, I wanted to use ultimate vanilla custard basically because I did not want the egginess in a custard or certain other custards that kind of had a little bit too powerful a note to them to take over the cheesecake or muddy it up. So I really think that Flavor Jungle's ultimate vanilla custard will do the trick. Did add a little bit of Inawera custard because it has to taste like custard, and to me, ultimate vanilla custard tastes like pudding. Not a lot of egginess to it, not a lot of sour note going on, anything like that. But Inawera, it definitely has all that stuff going on. Then used Inawera's Yes Sweet Cheesecake because it's my favorite cheesecake. And then used Jungle Flavors Cheesecake Graham Crust to get kind of that crust layer going on and to help out the cheesecake a little bit more. Then use Wonder Flavors Whipped Cream Fresh at a pretty high percentage, but I'm trying to get that kind of thick whipped cream top layer. And whipped cream fresh is one of the few whipped creams that will really sit on top of whatever you're doing. Then of course sweetness. All right, let's see here. Joshua, you off to work? Take it easy, brother. I have near 1,500 flavors and use maybe 10% of them and still have saved money. Yeah, I don't doubt it. In the long run, it's just getting into it costs a little bit. That was a great thing about vaping. Before all the regs, we could try liquids before we bought them. Yep, that was definitely cool. But I ended up with a bunch of candy flavors because they were the only ones I liked as far as commercial juice went. All right. So yeah, let's give this one a go. This is one I think should be pretty good. Like, the only thing that makes me nervous is having the ultimate vanilla custard at 3. Because I don't want a huge amount of custard, but it has to be high. It's just not a super powerful custard flavor. So we're going to try this, but if anything, that ultimate vanilla custard may have to come down a little bit. All right. Go ahead and mix this bad boy up. So where's my grouping for it? Okay, over here. So we're going to start out with the Jungle Flavors Cheesecake Graham Crust being 2%. It's going to be 0.2. Next will be Inawera Custard. Inawera Custard is like the perfect flavoring to flesh out any custard. If you need that eggy note to it, a little tinge of sour, but you want to use something that maybe not quite in that realm, like Vanilla Custard 2 or Ultimate Vanilla Custard, it will help those out big time. It also pairs amazing with FA's Custard Premium. Probably make those two in combo probably make the best straight custard. Sweetness, I only have 0.25%, so it's just a drop. Now, because I hate the way Flavor Jungle does it, you order 120 mils, which I rarely do anymore because they only send you a big jug like this, and you got to use a syringe. Not that big a deal, but it can be annoying for sure. So this will be 0.3 since it's 3%. There we go. Next up is Wonder Flavors Whipped Cream Fresh. I love this stuff. I love whipped cream flavorings in general. But this is the only one I've ever found that will really sit on top. If you want whipped cream on top, this is the one to go for. One-on-one whipped cream is easily my favorite, but I probably use whipped cream fresh almost as much. All right, and finally is the cheesecake Konami code of Yes Sweet Cheesecake at 0.35. All right. Then our additive. PG and BG, 1.84 for PG. I'm really pumped about this one. I really hope this turns out good. Or even if it doesn't turn out good, turns out good enough that I can tell where I've gone wrong and what needs to be fixed. Because sometimes you theory craft something and you can't figure out what's wrong with it. And you just basically have to rebuild from scratch. Come on. There we go. All right. We'll do this one in the Danny V2. I'm kind of saving the 30 millimeter atomizer for that Cherry Pop 321. I know it will come through beautifully in a larger atomizer. Something I got in recently was Olympus. The Olympus cheesecake It's really good. It doesn't taste like a cheesecake to me though. It tastes like a heavy cream, like a mildly sour heavy cream, which is not bad. I use that flavoring all the damn time. But I do know people that are like, you're crazy. It tastes just like cheesecake. All right. So Mind Floods and I had a conversation about Olympus cheesecake because we were both kind of on the same page that it, to us, it tastes more like mildly sour heavy cream. Boy, this smells good. All right. A little more. Let's give this a go. That zero is sharp. Yeah, it is. I love this thing. I just got this in yesterday. Did the orange button for me. All silver contacts. Love that thing. I love the original, but now that I can stick a large atomizer on it, the bottle holds 10 mils of liquid. Just a great mod. That's pretty damn good. Trying to figure out what's off about it. Like, I get the cheesecake, custard's there, even the whipped cream is there where it's supposed to be, but just something percentage wise is off. And I'm not sure what. I almost want the cheesecake to be up a little bit more, and I don't really want the custard to go down because it's about perfect. Man, that's good. I don't have VSO cheesecake or cream cheese, so Olympus has been my cream cheese. Works really well for me. Yeah, it would work amazing as a cream cheese for sure. I think that might have actually been what Mindflood said he tasted out of it. It was cream cheese more than just cheesecake all done up. This tastes amazing, but it's just not quite what I want it to be. And I'm thinking I probably need to turn down the ultimate vanilla custard, but then turn Inawera custard up a little bit, because the custard base to it just doesn't have enough of an eggy note to it. The cheesecake portion of it is really good. I just wish maybe it was a little more. May need to just turn down the ultimate vanilla custard, leave the Inawera custard where it's at, because it may just be drowning out the cheesecake at the level I would want it. But it's really, really good. There you go. Whipped cream layer to it is perfect. Like, it's damn good. It tastes damn good, but it's just not quite where I want it to be. But it's not off by much. So yeah, I think probably this needs to come down just a little bit. Can't turn it down too much because it'll just get drowned out. Because that's the only problem with Flavor Jungle's Ultimate Vanilla Custard is it's not very strong. Like if I'm going to use it as my primary vanilla custard flavor, I'm jacking that thing all the way up to 4. I've seen it in recipes all the way up to 5. But it's really, really good. I even get the graham crust. I figured the graham crust would kind of get buried out, and it really didn't. I don't know. I like it. I just have to play with it a little bit more. I don't have the ultimate, so sorry, can't really help with that. Yeah, it's just one of those that, you know, it has to be high. But I think I could turn it down, and like I said, maybe up vanilla or Inawera custard, and the cheesecake would come through a little bit more. I think it might be the vanilla note in this covering up some of the cheesecake. But overall, it's super tasty. All right. So yeah, I'm digging this one so far. Just needs a little bit of work. Not much, but a little bit. All right, so what do you guys want to do next? We can do either sensory overloads, cherry 3-2-1 pop, and then talk about what I would add to it. We'll probably do 2 mixes of this one, his, and then we'll do it up with a little bit more soda base to it. And then also this one right here, the mango milkshake, which I don't know if I'm just a glutton for punishment or what, because mango and milkshake does not sound great. But I'm just curious if it works and tastes good. And I'm curious if using 2 milkshakes was worth it. Like if he actually got something out of that. Or if he just used Mullenberry's milkshake to get a teeny bit of maltiness. So I guess that you guys decide which one you want to see. Do you want to see me punish myself with this one? Or we can do the cherry pop. But the mango milkshake it's interesting. I'm not familiar with this mixer Blazzin at all. But it's interesting. Mango torture. Does the ultimate fade or grow with steeping? It grows a little bit. It's one of those where the egginess and stuff doesn't come out, but the thickness of it comes up as you steep it. The custardy nature and the vanilla note don't, but just the thickness overall does. Cherry pop sounds good. Mix the mango milkshake, it's good, but not great. I didn't figure it'd be great by any stretch. But that's just me with mango. I like mango, but in a milkshake, I don't know about all that. But like I said, the thing that interests me the most is, does it really need 2 milkshakes? And does that do anything for it? I'm going to vape this whole 10 ml of this vanilla cheesecake custard. Guess that means it's pretty good. All right, we'll get the torture out of the way. How about that? The torture out of the way. Hopefully I won't vomit. Like both milkshakes together, but I'd rather see the cherry. How you like mixing Capellas and Mullenberries together? I can't say I've ever tried it. I guess that's why, that's really why I was so interested in this one. But let's give this one a go first, and then we'll do the cherry pop, especially considering we're kind of going to do 2 mixes of that one. We'll just knock this one out. All right. So cream milky undertones, a necessity in any milkshake, I think. Then we got SSA's Ice Cream Vanilla, an excellent choice. 2%, so 0.2. The Ice Cream Vanilla is like one of my favorites out there. For the longest time, it's pretty much Liquid Barn Vanilla ice cream. And that was about all I messed with. Other than like vanilla beans or French vanilla. But the SSA Ice Cream Vanilla is really good. All right, Mango Indian Special. 0.25. Seems high. But maybe not with all the creams. And it does use the 2 mangoes that I actually like. All right, next is the milkshakes. We'll do Mullenberry first, 0.2. I love Mullenberry milkshake. It's easily my favorite milkshake flavor. But I do like Cap, so we'll see. Cap is at 4%, so it's 0.4. And then Sweet Mango at 0.3. And Perillum Super Sweet at 0.05. And I dig Perillum Super Sweet. If I want something that's kind of close to Capella Super Sweet, or I think I can sub it, Perillum Super Sweet's the one I go with. It doesn't tend to gunk up cotton quite as fast as Capella's does. But it's also not quite as sweet. I don't think, at least. Our additive. PG. There we go. All right. Take this up. I'm actually going to vape some of this down. And then use it on this right here. They play off each other. Nice. SSA's ice cream is amazing, especially if you want to make an ice cream that is not vanilla. If you want to do a chocolate ice cream but use individual chocolate flavorings, SSA ice cream is definitely the way to go. It also works if you just want a thick cream to thicken something up. It works amazing for that too. You don't get the vanilla note in there. But it's definitely going to be a mango. Yeah, it really is. It's got a shitload of mango in it. All right. Got all that donut out of there. Not used SSA regular ice cream, just the vanilla. It's definitely worth getting for sure. I'm scared, guys. Mildly afraid. Usually only vape older recipes these days, but I used SSA ice cream and a good newer recipe. See if I can find it. Cool. No. This might be better after a steep. Does it have a suggested steep time? No. 0 days. The mango's overpowering in this. Like, even with milkshake, the total milkshake percentage being 6%, 4 for Capella, 2 for Mullenberry, it's mango. Started using the double cream. Yeah, SSA's double cream is amazing. I was so happy too because I came up with a Trinity for double cream, and it used that Cheesecake Olympus as well in it. And then when they came out with that, I was like, okay, cool. This is better even than my Trinity was. So don't have to use as many flavorings to get the same result. The SSA chocolate mousse is amazing too. I love that flavor. It came out just in time too, with Vape Train kind of shutting everything down. I still hope they just do a name change, stick with nothing but flavoring, stop making e-liquid and come back, but we'll see. It's like all the creams and stuff in this are so far in the background. At first, I could only tell they were there on like the aftertaste. Once that mango died down a little bit on the aftertaste, the creams were there, but it doesn't taste like a milkshake to me. Rocky Tuna used it. Well, let's look at that. Mowgli made me do it. Crisp waffle, dark chocolate, donut crispy, ice cream vanilla, peanut butter taffy, and Chef Super Concentrate vanilla ice cream. I'm missing a couple of flavors for this one. I'm missing the donut crispy and the crispy waffle. Yeah, I cut that mango. Yeah, that's really, I think if I cut the mango in half, it would come across definitely more like a milkshake. I'm hoping maybe over a steep if I come back try this in a day or two. The creams will come up, but I mean, I know Capella's milkshake and Mullenberry's milkshake, pretty full blown right off the bat. That definitely looks interesting. All right. Damn, he changed it or told me to use it to sub something. It might have been the Chef Super Concentrate ice cream. Considering that's the probably the rarest one, rarest flavoring in the bunch. It's just overpowered with mango. I definitely agree with Apathy that you cut the mango in half, it would probably be a lot better. Oh, you have both SSA ice cream vanilla. But do you, in the one that you did you have Chef Super Concentrate vanilla ice cream as well? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's probably a substitute for that. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the 321 Cherry Pop from Sensory Overload. Now, Sensory Overload is one of my favorite mixers on all the flavors. Most of his stuff I've liked, that I've tried at least. And he did just a simple 321 with juicy cherries, Inawera cherries, and Flavora's red vanilla soda, which is a really good flavor. Used SSA ice cream at 2%, and that sounds about right. All right, so we're gonna mix this up as is because it is, I've tried it before, it's really good, but we'll give it another try. And then after that, essentially, where did I put it? Let me find my stuff. So this is what I wanted to do to make it a cherry cola. Now the Mullenberry Fizz ad, it doesn't really make anything fizzy, but it really helps out Real Flavor soda base. But this to kind of turn it into, and I'm not sure, I may even X out red vanilla soda entirely. Or really, I got turned it down some, but I might turn it down even more. But I don't have VSO Cola at the moment. It is on its way to me, so I do have Cap Cola, but I'm pretty sure VSO Cola will work a lot better. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Basically, what we'll do with this is we'll take the cola part out of it and just try and flesh out the soda aspect of it even more by using Real Flavor soda base and a little bit of the fizzy add. We won't try to do it so much as a cherry cola, but just try and up the soda base to it. All right, so yeah, easy one. Just doing 10 mils. From RT in the comments, hey Mowgli, glad you have it. Glad to have you in on the. Oh, okay. I see where you. Okay, cool. At least now you know for sure. All right. So we need Inawera cherries first, which for the longest time was one of the only good cherries out there. At 0.1. There we go. Then our juicy cherry from SSA is really good at 0.3. Finally, Flavora's red vanilla soda at 0.2. Then our additive. Come on. Really need to mix up just some base. All right, there we go. This got a little messy. Clean that up just a little bit. Give this a good shake. Apathy, are you out of here? Take it easy, brother. Hey, bro, keep it up. You got a fan from Greece. Awesome. How's it going, Alex? You tried the Blotto 1.5 or single? Yeah, I've tried both. I really like the single. 1.5 is all right, but the max and the single coil are my favorites out of that release of the Blottos. All right, so we're going to use the Zero Mods Zero SQ. Not bad. It's definitely not bad. And then, as I said earlier, in case anybody's new on here, the RDA we're going to use for this one is the Pandemic 30. I'm getting liquid everywhere. All right. It's definitely like a cherry cream soda. So it's nothing like a cola, but it's really good. It's very, very cherry heavy, obviously. But it has hints of like Big Red in the background there. And I really think you could flesh it out even more. So that's what we're going to try and do. Like with this, you know, he did the juicy cherries at 3 and the red vanilla soda at 2. And so the cherries just really overpower the red vanilla soda. Like it's good and it tastes like a cherry cream soda. That's basically what it's supposed to taste like. But the soda aspect of it, I think you could pump it up even more. Get rid of the VSO cola here. All right. So this is how we're going to do this right here. Actually, let me save this so you guys can see it a little better. All right, so we essentially turned down the red vanilla soda because it's already kind of getting drowned a little bit, but the soda aspect of it is what we really want. And then mixing it with real flavor soda base and a teeny bit of fizzy add, I think will pump this up pretty good. Let me grab another bottle. I ordered a big bag of just tester bottles, 10 ml tester bottles. And when it came, all this stuff was mixed in together. It wasn't like the dripper tops were in a separate bag and then the caps were in a separate bag. It was all mixed together. So I had to like go through them all and separate them out. All right, here we go. Let's see if this works. Or see how well it works. I think it'll work. So we're gonna start with anywhere cherries again. There we go. Next is the Mullenberry Fizzy ad. Again, it doesn't actually make anything really taste like there's effervescence going on. But it's kind of like an additive that you can use instead of like cinnamon or Capella cinnamon sugar to trick your brain. Then juicy cherries. Foos, what's going on? We got people from all over the globe in today. Greece, France, the UK. Where am I at? Juicy cherries 0.3. There we go. Then the red vanilla soda 0.15. Then our soda base from Real Flavors. This stuff is really good. If you like trying to make soda or cola vapes, Real Flavors soda base, the super concentrate version of it at least, is really good. Especially if you want to do like a lemon lime soda or a ginger ale, something along those lines. It's extremely good for that. Then our additive. Finally, our VG. All right. We're going to try this in the same atomizer. All right. I'm going to get some of the OG out of the cotton. Let's see if this makes it any better. Not that it's bad. It's not bad at all. Yes, it does. Yeah, it makes it really good. The soda part of it now is definitely up front. I think we could probably have kept red vanilla soda where it's at and upped anywhere cherries to 1.5. But the soda base and the, what do they call it, fizzy ad, helped a lot in this. The fizzy ad is almost like you almost get that WS-23 type of flavor to it. Like it's not coolant, but it almost has that type of flavor to it. But then as far as your tongue and sense of smell, it's almost like a weak cinnamon. Would love a recipe based on TPA or Capella cracker, like the graham cracker. This is good. Yeah, if you knuckle test this or finger test it with that fizzy ad in it, you almost get a coolant like effect. But vaping it, not so much. I don't think I have any like that are built specifically around. Definitely not Capella, but TPA's Graham Cracker Clear. But I could give it a shot. Probably won't do it today because we're getting close to the end here. But I'm going to try and have a live mixing stream every week. So next, let's say next Monday, it'll be more like 8 p.m. Unless you guys like it earlier. I can do Monday at 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A lot more people showed up than I assumed. Saren, what's up? Glad you popped in here. Yeah, this is really good. But yeah, I'll definitely say if you're looking for something to kind of up a soda recipe, Real Flavors soda base is the way to go. Like I said, especially if you're trying to do a lemon lime or a cream soda or ginger ale, something along those lines, it works amazing. And the Mullenberry Fizzy ad works way better than you would expect. I'll open this airflow a little more. Huh. Seems like now the cherry's starting to kick up a little bit more, which is good. That's what it needs. That's really good. Sorry, I'm over here chain vape. That's what I do when I test new liquids or new recipes. I'll sit there and like chain vape it just to try and get everything that's going on in it and what needs to change. With this one, let's look at the recipe itself again. What I would change to make this even better. Crank this up. Probably to like 1.25 and then put the red vanilla soda back at 2. I think it's perfect right there. The fizzy ad could almost come down. It's almost a little too high. Let's do it at 0.75. And there we go. But it won't be cherry cola. I'll rename this one and put this out. As soon as the stream stops, the donut forget the custard and icing, I'll make it publicly available. So if any of you guys want to try it. Same thing with the vanilla custard cheesecake. I may tweak a little bit of this, but I mean, it's really good. Where's it at? Yeah, it's really good. I think it's the one I've vaped the most of. Yep. It's easily the one I've vaped the most of. Actually, it may be about perfect. The cheesecake has already come up in it just from sitting here for what, 20-30 minutes. So yeah, I'll release this one too. I'm going to leave it as is. I'll mess with it and I'll leave it as a work in progress, but for the most part, it's going to stay pretty much the same. If anything, this right here will go down to like 2.5, 2.75, and that'll be about it, really. But this is really good. The vanilla custard cheesecake, out of everything we've mixed up tonight, it's by far my favorite. Now his cherry 321 pop is really good just as a 321. So by me adding some soda base and things like that to it, don't think it's not good by itself. It definitely is, especially if you like cream sodas and you like cherries. Is that an app or a website? It's a website called All the Flavors. It's alltheflavors.com. But it's an amazing website. I love what they've done with the version 2 that they just kind of put up live. And I think they're getting close to 2.1. Thank you, Mowgli. So yeah, this is really good. I will also rename this one and make it publicly available as well. And then once I get the VSO Cola in, what we might do is on the live stream next week, if I get it in on time, we'll redo this one as a cherry cola because I think it'll work extremely well. Normally I'm not big on colas because they all taste like flat cola, but VSO Cola is really good. Shockingly. As far as this one, I don't know about it. Where is it at? Probably the one that has the most. Yep. Oh my God. It's just too much mango. The cream aspect of it has come up a little bit just from sitting here, but nothing major. The mango just overpowers everything in this. I mean, it's 5.5% mango. Yeah, I taste mango and then a little bit of some type of cream. Doesn't come across as milkshake or ice cream. It's like mangoes and cream basically, but the cream is real light and more on the aftertaste. It might be good if you turn down the mango, cut it in half even. Do 1.5 sweet mango and like 1.75 mango Indian special. And it would probably be decent. But yeah, and this one I really dig too. I think this turned out amazingly well. I'm gonna go back to my vanilla custard cheesecake in the Danny V2 Mini. Yeah, that's really good. That is very, very good. All right, so I think I'm gonna call it at that. But next Monday, I'll post something on YouTube and then on Instagram and get an idea from you guys what time slot you like better, be it 8 p.m. in the evening or something like 1 or 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I like that a lot of people from Europe were able to be here doing it around 1 p.m. my time. So I may stick with that. I may stick with an early afternoon. That way more people from overseas can come. Although everyone in Australia that normally makes a stream is not here because it's the middle of the night for them. So yeah, I'll figure it out. But definitely going to do a live mixing stream next week on Monday. Like I said, be 1 or 2 p.m. or 8 p.m. Then there will be a live build session on Wednesday. And tomorrow there's going to be a live vape and chill where we will rebuild this up with some lower resistance coils, slap a squonk pin in it, and get it to work with this right here. And I should have the review for this up next week. This is the Zero SQ30 from Zero Mods. Also, the review for the Dead Rabbit Pro and the Tar and Boral Bridge will be up. Dead Rabbit Pro should be up tomorrow, and then the Tar and Boral Bridge should be up on Thursday. It is 2015 here. Gotcha. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm going to call it. I appreciate all you all for coming out and hanging out with me, mixing up some new recipes. Hope you dig them. Like I said, the ones that are mine will be up on all the flavors here shortly after the stream ends. But yeah, I appreciate every single one of you all coming out. Definitely come out next week for more live mixing. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live Vape and Chill. Vape on, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.